Somali leader makes first visit to Eritrea in diplomatic thaw file, in this Wednesday, Feb. 22, 2017 file photo. Somalia's President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed speaks at his inauguration ceremony in Mogadishu, Somalia. Somalia's president has begun a visit to Eritrea on Saturday, July 28, 2018, in another possible diplomatic thaw in the restless Horn of Africa region. The two nations have not had diplomatic relations for nearly 15 years. AP photo, Farah Abdi Warsame, file, Mogadishu, Somalia. AP, another diplomatic thaw was underway Saturday in the restless Horn of Africa region as Somalia's president visited Eritrea for the first time in years of tensions gave way to an embrace. Somalia is ready to write a new chapter of its relations with Eritrea, Abdinur Mohammed, a spokesman for President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed, announced, on Twitter. The two nations have not had diplomatic ties for nearly 15 years. Eritrea, one of the world's most closed-off nations, remains under United Nations sanctions for allegedly supporting the Somalia-based al-Shabaab extremist group. Eritrea denies it. Eritrea's information minister, Yamane Meskel, said the three-day visit came at the invitation of President Isaias Afwerki, who has led since independence in 1993. Both leaders have already held a summit, the minister said on Twitter, sharing photos of the meeting. Wind of change is here to stay in the Horn of Africa, one Eritrean diplomat, the ambassador to Japan Estefanos Afwerki, said on Twitter. The visit by Somalia's leader follows a stunning diplomatic thaw in recent weeks between Eritrea and neighboring Ethiopia after more than 2 decades. Ethiopia under reformist new Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed already has asked that the UN sanctions on Eritrea be dropped. The UN Secretary-General has indicated that the sanctions could be obsolete. The changing relations in the Horn of Africa region are of interest to the wealthy Gulf states just across the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea. Already they have been jostling for influence in the African nations along one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, including both Somalia and Eritrea. Landlocked Ethiopia also eyes both countries' ports as outlets for its fast-growing economy. The United Arab Emirates, which set up a military base at Eritrea's post of Asab after a Saudi-led coalition launched its war against Shiite rebels in Yemen in 2015, has played a role in mending relations between Eritrea and Ethiopia, in recent days hosting the leaders of both countries and praising their bold gestures. Somalia remains fragile under the threat of al-Shabaab, which holds some rural areas and often carries out high-profile suicide bombings in the capital, Mogadishu. A truck bombing in October killed more than 500 people in the deadliest attack in the country's history. Follow African News at https://twitter.com/app_Africa. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.